with a kick into the forward 50. Not much to really contend with. Picked up there by Kroll. And spun around was Liam Davies, the coach. He's very, very good North Launceston player was Liam Davies. Let's see if he can come back to action this afternoon. Tapping it on was Cameron Johns. Socket off the ground by Kong. Another inside forward 50 entry. Tapped and marked though by Dylan Moore again. Kick into the middle of the ground. It was a little bit dicey, but it ended up finding a teammate. High mark taken by Jesse Richardson. Now the Saints can try and propel. Kick inside forward 50. The comers are coming. Flick the hand pass off nicely though was Taylor. Leading on was Cameron Johns. Picking up, snapping on goal. Cameron Johns for the first across the face of goal. History is being made here with East Devonport out of recess, starting off their senior football campaign since 2021. Circular head, the bad taste of last year has been put to bed and a clean slate. A new chapter is ready to be written. It's a privilege to kick off the Jackson Motor Company Senior Men's NWFL season right here at Circular Heads. They were scored less than 50 points 10 times last year, Circular Heads. Let's see if they can do it today. One team must win and break the drought. Long kick inside forward 50. Running out the back there was Baker. And it'll be a minor score. So Circular Head 0-1-1. Plays 0-1-1. Kick into the middle of the ground. Just off the hands. Here is Mohammed running over the football and taking in the tackle. Stabbing kick forward. Hits up a teammate in Biet. There'll be a free kick going the way of Circular Heads though. Free kick to the Swans. Long raking kick inside forward 50. Dropping back in the hole nicely though for the Saints. Switches the ball. Out to Baker. For kick. Hugging the boundary line finds Dylan. In fact, it's Austin Perry. Perry. Kick forward to Lardner. Wheeling and going. Long kick inside forward 50. It's a beautiful kick to hit up a teammate. It's Matt Elliott to send them forward. Flicks the hand pass over the top. Kick going inside forward 50. Hits up a teammate in Cameron Johns. Not much to go to, so he's going to try line up for goal. Johns, stabbing kick forward. It's beautiful. And it finds your Yannick. Couple of tall players out there for the Saints. So, Yanjok to line up and draw first blood for the Saints to start the record-breaking drought. And it's not actually even registered a score. Out on the full. Terrible kick inside forward 50. Tapping it on there was Arkley. Or Ackley, rather. Hand passes it back to Richardson. Kick inside was smothered from behind by Kyong. Off to Mohammed. Nice little blonde locks going there. Here is the big man, Baldock, nearly taking the mark. The skipper flicked the hand pass back. And they're going to try propel. Wrapped up in the tackle, though, was Goss. And be a ball up. Tapping it down there was Nyanjok. And under was Johns, and we'll see another ball up Big Bulldog and Yanjok in the ruck. Yanjok with the size. Tapping on was Johns ever so slightly, edging towards goal. In there was Goss. He just got stripped of it. Hand passed it out to Storen. And House was eventually mauled and dragged over the boundary line. There was Mason Brown. We'll see a boundary throw in. In fact, it'll be holding the football. Look at that young kid on the boundary. He looks about 10 years old. Good on him for getting into umpiring, but kick wasn't as good as that umpire. Austin Perry taking the mark, centering kick forward as a teammate. Hits up Matt Elliott in a bit of time and space. Look at the gravel coming off the ground there, or rather sand, and leading out is Johns. So Cooper Johns to try and get this campaign started. Johns will go for goal here. Lining up. Scrubber of a kick, and again that's hit the bonnet of a car. A kick in from the Swans. So back into the middle now. Hand passing it off, running through with a little bit of speed was Reese Laycock, but the Crummers are coming again. Off to Lucas Lardner. Ball just trickling around. Scrappy stuff to start with, and Briggs just got his head taken off. Play on, says the umpire. Sending them inside forward 50. A couple of genuine one-on-ones forward. Again, Austin Perry's been really good. Settled back down there in defence. Hamill with a high hospital hand pass, and it'll be a throw up. Briggs taking in that tackle. Bulldog just slapping out of the vicinity. Thomas Charles had no chance. Back off to Flynn Harris, who's taken with strong tackle by Kong. Kicks it out wide to Nyop. Long raking kick down the line. Was intended for Yanjok, but didn't quite get there. And again, apologies if we're saying this the names wrong of a few of these players. First NWFL game. So good to be here at Circular Head, and hopefully we'll get most of them right. If not, let me know. But a throw up either way. Neither team really getting a goal or taking the ascendancy in this term. Again, a throw up. In fact, it'll be the Bulldog, but his tackle was nearly laid there by Kong. Free kick going the way of McPherson, sending them inside forward 50. Ball's coming to the back. Griggs is lurking around. The big key forward there in Ethan Clark, and ball will trickle over the boundary line. Real suburban kind of feel about this game. Got the cars on the car park, one grandstand across from where we are. And a little bit of a technical delay here at Circular Head.
I reckon that one, because I was a bit worried about the water. And when I swung around at a certain point, it must have pulled out, so as soon as you called, I ripped that off because I realised it was out, and now the shoot right, I've actually taken it into the camera so I can point up again. But I'll get one. I'll get one. Alright, over to you.
There's a stream going again. Oh, okay. I'll just have a good till dry. So, I still want to know where it dropped out from. Oh, and just come back on.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. I was making the wrap to that one.
I got this from
Pulled the cord out.
from there.
How long did it go off mine for?
All good, okay. Yeah. That's it, dropped out about 2 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, it might
I hope it was less.
what happened?
I swung around. No, I've swung around at this point.
You're fine.
You got to have a couple of them.
Ah, that's all right.
You can't be perfect, but yeah.
Speaking of that,
I didn't get yeah, no, I'm all good. I couldn't get anything back up. Uploading all of it.
all right. Walk back across again.
Alright, so.
Okay, welcome back to Circular Head Recreation Ground. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. Anyway, we're back up and running. So, looking forward to seeing how Circular Head play this out, because they've scored less than 50 points 10 times last year, and they only scored over 60 twice and only 80 points once. So, history says that they're not going to score a lot today, but I'd love to be proven wrong. The goal kickers, Liam Davies, player coach for Circular Heads, and Flynn Harris and Caleb McPherson, both for the Saints. My name's Bo Downham. It's a pleasure to have your company. We're back up and running. Sorry about that. So we are ready to go here in the ruck. Jacob Hayes will take place in the ruck for... In fact, it will be Baldock in the ruck for East Devonport and Thomas Charles in the ruck for the Saints. Josh Muhammad in the midfield. A couple of big name players out there. 1-4-10 plays 2-4-16. It's round 1 of the Jackson Motor Company NWFL Premiership season, and we're back into the middle now. Charles with the leap over Baldock. In and under again. Saints have been really good starting off. Running onto this one here is Liam Davies, the player coach. Great North Launceston player. And more recently was for Longford. Good to see we've got the young kids out there umpiring. Decent throwing as well by the young man. Charles ripping out of the ruck. 2-hand slam down in the ground. Roves his own ball as well, the big fella, and sends them forward. Running onto this one is Malachi Sheehan, but to no avail. It will bounce out of bounds for a throw in. Tapped in by Yanjock. Running onto this one, he's tied in the phone booth. Taking in the tackle there was Brock House, and we'll see a free kick. So Brock House will have a ping for goal here maybe, or he'll centre the football. We'll see which one he rathers. So House looking for their third goal of the afternoon. Sending them online, in fact, for their second. It will be a behind to Circular Heads. 1-5 now to 2-4. Running out of defence is Tully O'Neill, the vice skipper. Sends it out wide, hoping for the best. In and under, tracking it was Muhammad for the Saints. And it'll be a dump tackle. A little bit going on here. Brock House is in there, a little bit fiery. East Devonport back in the NWFL after a 4-year hiatus out. Great to have them back in the competition. 50-metre penalty as well, the umpire's called. Good crowd in. Circular Heads' first game of the year. Kick into the middle of the ground. It was good to Richardson. Richardson. Nice kick out wide. Into the middle of the ground, and instead I should say to Sam Berry. Barry. Kick just marked. Nearly. Hack kick out of defence will trickle over. And a couple of players will run onto it. Running onto it here is Sheen. Takes one bounce. Stabbing kick. Did the team thing. John shrugged the tackle. Shakes and bakes. Slices the kick across the face of goal. And it'll still land inside the field of play, but eventually trickles out for a boundary throw-in. Ball goes into the grandstand, and I'm not sure we'll be able to get it back. So a throw-in now. Davies the goal kicker, to remind you, for Circular Heads. Tap down there from Yanjock. Muhammad's lurking around. Yanjock with a nice tackle laid. Dylan Moore will be tackled and taken out of bounds for another throw in. Good to have your company here on the AFL Tas live stream. One of 2 NWFL games today. Devonport getting thumped by Penguin earlier in the piece. That one was at 12:40. Go back and watch the replay after this if you like. Look at a big bustling Baldock in the ruck against Yanjock. Baldock. Muhammad was running onto it, but instead he favoured Jamar Jackson, who kept the ball in. Baldock with a hand pass over the top. Flicked it off now to Jackson Goss. Run and dash here by the Swans look quite good, but it was only as far as Damien Baker, who still got his hand pass away in the nick of time. Bursting through again there was Goss. Kick nearly to no avail. Mopping up hot half back was Nyop. Stabbing kick over the top finds Liam Davies, and the nifty kick out wide to Baker didn't quite hit. Again, if I'm saying any of these names wrong, comment them. Happy to get a little bit of advice on that. Kick was scrubby. And it'll be a free kick going the way of the Swannies. Jackson Jones. Drilling ball inside forward 50, just over the head of his intended target. I think it might have been Ethan Clark to come out and meet it. Again, Jones is going to mop this one up. It's going, it's gone, but it's a mark to Charles of the Saints. Big man, how good does it look with the long socks pulled up? Charles goes to Davies. Davies off to Baker. Baker out of half back. He intended it for Muhammad. He kept it in and then only had tarmac. It'll be a throw in front of the fans here at Circular Head. They're looking to break the drought of 2,433 days. Let's see if they can do it. Charles was tackled. Muhammad pushing onto this one. In and under there was Storen for the Swans. Yeah, nice one-handed pick-up there by Jamar Jackson. He looks like a nifty player. First time seeing him, but kick cut off to Jesse Richardson in the middle of the ground. Wheeling and going on that left foot. Where's the big man Ethan Clark when you need him? There he is. Smother came from behind, though, from Kong. Kick inside, forward 50 now was good to Flynn Harris, who has kicked a goal today, but nothing came from it on this occasion. Solid throw in by the young man. Flynn Harris will give away a free kick to Nian Jack. Off the chest to Muhammad, but he gathered pretty well. He flicked the hand pass off to Jacob Hamill in the middle of the ground. He then goes over the top to a teammate, breaking through with a little bit of pace and run and dash. Here come the Saints. Kick from outside forward 50. It's just hit the bonnet of a car and missed. The Saints with another behind. That's 2 goals, 4 plays, 1, 6, 12. Kick in was not very good at all and cut off there by the big bustling Bier, who's got 65 goals in his career, playing 120 matches. This guy looks the sorts. Knows what he's doing. That's for sure. Bier lining up for his first of the afternoon for the Saints. Lethargic sort of kick in, and it's a goal for him. Bier gets the first of the second term. Circular Heads get all around him in the bright fluoro boots. A couple of them wearing the boots out there. And how good is it to see those guys playing football here at Circular Head? They're a decent team, so we hope, this year. Yeah, the round 19 final game against Burnie, they got thumped 3-2-20, defeated by Burnie 18-20, 120. So it was an 100-point thumping, and I was called a free kick as we just hear the car start to rev up behind us. Couple of experienced umpires out there. Man in green. Throw up. Trying to get it down was Nyan Jock. Inside forward 50 for the Swans, but nice mark from Blom Kong. Again, apologies if I am saying that wrong. Nyan Jock again. It's up. Malachi Sheehan. Saints getting their ball movement back up and running. Burst through the fingertips there of Rock House. Go and retrack it. Bier, who just kicked that goal, has worked his way up the field. A throw in. Bit of feeling in this one. Circular Head taking on the East Devonport Swans, who after a long hiatus out of the NWFL have made a stunning return. And how good is it to see Nice looking Guernseys as well. So, Dylan Moore. And no, not the Hawthorn player. Sells a little bit of candy. Runs into trouble. It's Mason Brown with a strong tackle. Lets him know about it as well. A little bit of fire in the belly in this game. And they've reversed the free kick, I think. Oh, the hard effort of Mason Brown. They just gave it back. Hayes. Back to Dylan Moore. Searching through the corridor. Fist nearly came from behind. Overrunning it there. It was Laycock. In and under. Flicking it out wide was Austin Perry. Stabbing kick forward. Finds a teammate in Brown. Bit of feeling in this one, which is always good to see. Brown. Kick inside forward 50. Muhammad. Shrug the tackle. Sizing up the goals. I think it's Johns. And it's a behind. Umpire, I need to get a little bit of theatre in that. Might have been Lardner, actually. My apologies. So out of defence is Taylor for the Swans. Big fly from Purser. Swans getting the ball moving a little bit more now, but Jock Nyop has done well. Umpire called him to play on. Sold the candy off to Jackson Jones. Flicked the hand pass off to a teammate out wide. Goes inside the corridor. Here is Lardner. Had that shot on goal. Baldock tries to caress him. Does well. Runs around the big fella. Kick inside forward 50. A silver service to Johns. Cameron Johns has kicked 184 goals. He's 145 matches. I'm sure this kick will be no exception. Wow, how good are we going? So Cameron Johns now lining up for his first of the afternoon. And to extend it out to a 9-point lead. Both kicking has not been very good today, but that one's proved it all wrong. Cameron Johns with his first. Back into the middle now. First up, and Charles. Charles wins the tap down. Intended target was for Elliott. He just overrun it. Little bit of run and dash. Flicked the hand pass off there by Sheehan. He's intended for Nyanjok, and it'll be a free kick going to the big fella in the number 27. Got the knees taped. It'll be a frightening proposition to run down to fullback and see you've got your Nyanjok in the matchup of the day. He looks the type to absolutely shred a team apart. He's got the run-up of the Hobart Airport here as well. You don't mind. Bray Gardner directing traffic, but all eyes on your Nyanjok. Lethargically across the paint of 50. It was a pretty decent roost of a kick. He's got his first 29th of his career, and they all flood him. He's obviously a very light character down there at Circular Heads. What a thumping kick, and the gritty as well. Wowee. Good to see these players having fun. The NWFL JMC season is well and truly up and running. They're loving it out there. Circular Head. How good is it to see the team having fun after a couple of really tough years? I haven't won a game since round 16, 2018. And Empire's plucked a free kick going the way of Charles. Charles runs around his opponent in Purser. Driving kick inside forward 50. Nyanjok was from the back. Here is Cooper Johns, or Cameron Johns rather, taking in a tackle. Tried to break free and couldn't quite. Tackle was too strong. Jake tapped it down. Kick cleared the area for the time being off the chest of Downward. Kick into the corridor. Spots up Briggs. Runners from the outside will eventually get the ball in their hands. Big fly from the back there from Niop. Kick inside Gardner. It was dicey, but laying in the lap there of Jasper Perry. Strong tackle displayed there by Reece Laycock. Nowhere to go. Experienced campaigner Reece Laycock flicks it off. Off to O'Neill, the vice-captain. Back to Laycock. Just had to dump a long one inside forward 50 and hope for the best, but Charles was laying back there, and it wasn't a great kick in the end for the Swans. Charles off to Gardner. Gardner. Kick down the line through the hands of Sheehan. Charles gets back inside the play, stabs a kick forward, and nice mark taken from Hamill. So they can wheel and go here. Through the hands of Muhammad. Cameron Johns just got tackled, and umpire calls holding the football. Just a hack kick out, really, and it was only as far as Kalen Oates. Wasn't a great disposal though. And it'll be a ball up. Tap down from Purser. Charles was there waiting for the hand pass receive, but didn't quite get to him. Baldock in a one-on-one. Going to be a tough matchup against him today. Kick inside forward 50. Leading out strongly there was Flynn Harris. Already kicked a goal today. Run around the arc of 50. Looks behind the opponent. And Niop just at the back. Spreading through there was Richardson, and last line of defence. The Saints go. Lardner. Kick outside to the outer wing. Hand pass from behind was good to Hamill. He's put himself in a little bit of pressure though. Hamill dragged it in. Right in front of us in the commentary position. Not sure how the umpire didn't call that. Right in front of us here. Ron Jock. Take the tap down, had two bites of the cherry in fact. Hamill off the hands of O'Neill. Slung around in the tackle though was Jaden Kroll, and it'll be free kick. Tully will get a 50-metre penalty as well. So O'Neill to stem the flow of goals. 4-7-31 to 2-4-16. O'Neill will have the ball on the arc of 50. He'll unleash and really try to go. It's a nifty little kick forward. Meeting it though was Flynn Harris. The big key forward. Roving it nicely was Jackson Jones. It'll actually miss everything and not even register a score. So it'll be a throw in. Throw in now, deep inside forward 50 for the Swans. Baldock with a nifty little tap down. Scooped the hand pass out in front of Barry. Said, do your work, son. Couldn't quite get it in the end. Overrunning it there was Perry of the Saints. Hack kick going inside forward 50, but Perry was there to meet it. Here is Jesse Richardson. Always so sneaky across the goal. Nice kick for Jesse Richardson. And now the Swans are back. East Devonport with another goal. And nicely done by Jesse Richardson. Did well to crumb the football there, and Harry would probably like to have his time again. Wasn't great, needed to stand underneath the mark, but didn't back himself in, I feel. Two genuine ruckman going down at it. Charles, here is Moore. Nice little bit of run and dash now. Pass it off. Sheehan intercepted that one. Jamar Jackson. Davies, the coach with a nifty little left foot. Bullet pass to Johns. Already kicked one today. Cameron Johns. Playing the long sleeves today. Might be the only man on the ground who is. In fact, one's walked right into camera shot as I've said that, so. A couple of longies out there. Across the arc of 50 into. Extend it out. They loved it off the boot to start with. It's hit a bonnet, but it doesn't matter. Cameron Johns has got his second of the afternoon. You wouldn't want to be parking behind the goals when Johns is going for it. He's been dead-eye to start off the proceedings here at Circular Head. It's out to a 15-point lead. Reminder, it's the last time they won a game was round 16, 2008, adding up to 2,433 days. And as well as East Devonport, they haven't won a game since round 2, 2020, 1,722 days rather. There is the umpire. He tried a sneaky bounce to start proceedings off today. It didn't quite go to plan. House, Davies, ever so swiftly. Hand passes off to a teammate. It's a stabbing kick. Genuine 2-on-2. Coming out with Lardner. Sends it into the backyard of one of those people living behind Circular Head. And he gets his first of the day. Brilliantly done. Lucas Lardner. It was quick out of the middle. Nice little break. Davies with that stabbing nice left foot kick to House. He got the handball receive, and it all started from there. The playing coach has done beautifully, and then just a crumbing ball. He took the mark on his chest and did really well. Lardner snapped it on the right boot, and the rest is history, as they'd say. So 6-7, 43 to 3-4, 22. We're into red time now. Charles brilliantly tapped down off the hands of Matt Elliott. Tough football to win at the moment. O'Neill was lurking around. House put his head over the football, came out with it best on top. House hand passed it off to Elliott. He goes out to Davies, who looks like he could still be playing for North Lonnie if he wanted to. Drilling kick inside forward 50. Lardner at the back. Jamar Jackson crumbing the football. Tied in the phone box at the moment. O'Neill's wrapped up by Nyon Jack. Charles. Crumbing it there was Storen, the vice-captain for the Swans. Bursting out was Oates. Got his hand pass away in the nick of time. Tracking this one down is Bier. Rather. We'll get that one right sometime today as we go through down Wood. Perry was caught high, and will go. Scrubby mongrel kick forward. It was intended for Lardner. It got there in the end. Shrugged the tackle of O'Neill. Takes the bounce if you don't mind. He'll take two bounces. He might size up the goals for number 2, Lardner. Bang, bang, bang. Took 2 bounces. Said, you can't catch me. Banged it home. Second in a matter of minutes. And they're on fire here at Circular Heads. Pressure has been put on the East Devonport Swans, that's for sure. Ball goes back up in the middle. Charles, Purser, sends it forward. Kick, but only as far as O'Neill. Interesting name, Tully. I rate it though. The big number 29 will stab a kick forward. It's up a teammate in Jackson Jones, who can wheel and go with the one sock up. Sends it forward. Baldock was perched under that one, that's for sure, the big man. I reckon he backs himself in from this distance. Good to hear that boom is pronounced like boom, so that's good. Boom Kong. Good to hear. Thank you for sending that one in. Any more pronunciations would be helpful. Good to see you tuning in though from home. So Baldock will go for his first of the day and stem the flow. Big bad bustling Baldock will absolutely roost Stetson. Across the line though, and the umpire will give the signal. So Jock Niop. Davies was called to play on. Baldock just absolutely poleaxed him after the kick was taken. Off to Boom Kwong, or Kong, or pronunciation gets sent in. We'll make sure we fix that up. Running onto this one. Slapped out of the vicinity just through Travis Butler, but it came straight back in. In and under was Purser. They're doing well to keep it as far as they have here. The Saints. Moore's wrapped up by Muhammad, or rather Jackson. Big tap down by Nyanjok. I think it was Ackley who's lucky to still be in the play. I didn't think it was holding the football and get back up and do it all again. Nyanjok will tap that one down. Again, Samuel Barry getting his hands over it. House got the hand pass away in the nick of time. In there was Davies, scooping the hand pass. Flicking it back was Storen. Jackson. And it'll be a ball up. Out of wing. Well and truly into red time here. 27 minutes and a half gone. First they tapped it down and got nothing for it. Storen at the bottom of that pack. Crafty vice captain. Charles just fisted it out of there. Nifty little tap on. Running onto it there is Sheehan. Got tracked down. Hamill. Good little bit of feeling around this here at Circular Head. Good to be with you on this Saturday afternoon. Pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching from around the planet. Fist came from Hamill. Charles. Kick got smothered. Jones sending them forward. Ethan Clark now. Ball's been recalled though. Was out of bounds. Deep into this second term. Uninterrupted second term. And pass off there from Richardson. Only as far as Muhammad, who cut it off. Leading out though is Johns, who's already got one. Lardner wants another one. Twisting back. It won't make anything a score because it's going to come back, and a little bit of fire in the belly here. So it'll be a free kick to Cameron Johns, who can line up for his third of the afternoon, if you don't mind. We called him earlier on and had a brilliant piece of play to shrug off the tackle, a couple of bounces. In fact, that was Lardner, but Johns has already had a stamp on this game. So Cameron Johns going into the 30th minute, 7:49. To extend it out beyond 30. 35, I should say, and he absolutely loves it. Third of the day to Cameron Johns. 8th of the day to Circular Head. It's out to 32 points now, and it's getting a little bit dire for Devonport. East Devonport, 3-5-23. Johns, Lardner, with doubles and triples. Davies with one. Yeah. And Jock. Albeit. So Purser and Charles in the ruck. You hear the cries of Jacko for Purser. Jack Purser playing. Muhammad does well to run on the cricket pitch and still pick it up and send them forward. Tully O'Neill standing underneath this one. I wouldn't go near that either. You might have been very, very sore in the morning, but there is the halftime siren, the major break of this round 1 JMC NWFL Classic here. Two teams that both need to break their droughts. Get the monkey off the back early in the season. Cameron Johns with 3, Lucas Lardner with 2, Beer with 1, and your Neon Jock with 1, Liam Davies, the captain, as well with 1. Jesse Richardson, Flynn Harris, and Caleb McPherson, the goal scorers. Only 1 going the way of Jesse Richardson at that quarter. So stick around. My name's Bo Down, and it's been a pleasure to bring this first half to you. Make sure you stick around, because I wonder if East Devonport can bring it back, or if Circular Heads will come out firing in this second half. We'll take our major break here from Circular Heads. Stick around. We'll see you in about a quarter of an hour's time.
I'll watch it back later on. Football, I was at
grab her while I get out of the fence list. Sorry, I'm just not really out of fence.
Big second half coming up here on the AFL Tassie YouTube channel. It's a pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching from around the planet. My name's Bo Downham, and hopefully you've enjoyed this first second half, albeit a little bit of a shorter half of football there from the start of the game, but we're back on track now and Jai's got it sorted. So good to be here at Circular Heads and bringing this one to you live. Yeah, it's blustery here, as you can see on the screen. Second of two games in the NWFL. Charles winning the tap down just through the hands of a teammate in Matt Elliott. Jackson swiftly hand passes off to Sheen for the perfect start. Cameron Johns going for goal number 4. Believe it or not, this guy's been lively up forward in the down and out Circular Heads. Keep playing like this and they might scare a few teams this year. So Cameron Johns lining up, stuttering approach, going for goal number 4 and the perfect start to the second half. Brilliantly done. He's a known goal kicker. No stranger to the big stage is Cameron Johns. That's his 188th goal of his career all time, so he's been doing well on that. Look in the box seat to break the drought. Both teams coming into this game of outstanding droughts. But they'd want to be getting the monkey off the back, even if it's just the one win for the year. It means that the drought's over. Be a good feeling not winning for a number of years, especially if you're a team like Circular Head who've been playing consistently. Devonport haven't been in the competition since 2021 after a long recess, and they've recessed and reassessed and they've got the numbers to play this year. Big man Bulldogs run into a little bit of trouble, got the hand pass. I don't know how the umpires called that. And got the hand pass away, I'm pretty sure. Bulldog probably agree with you. A really spiralling mongrel punt kick to Brockhouse, sending them inside forward 50. Nice mark. Yanjok, affectionately known as Nanny, I think they were saying. Here he is, the big man, the big boy, going for goal number 2. He's a very, very good player, as we've seen here today. Whistle's been called and he's going to be waltzed up into the goal square, so there's a certain goal. East Devonport a little bit angry. In fact, it would be a free kick to Beer. Right in the goal square, maybe not actually in the goal square. Should make no mistake of this. He nearly did. He stabbed at it. It looked horrendous, but either way, that's his second goal of the day. Beer. He's been very, very good up forward for them today. I think they might have been switching the players around, like Beer and Yanjok, as well as Nilp, I think, has been playing fullback for most of the day, but 3 really solid, tall players down there in the forward line and the back line who are scary to come up against. If you get a little bit more development into them, they don't look the set piece yet, but you get some more development into those big boys, well, I tell you what, they're going to be a very scary proposition for this Circular Heads team. The 3-pronged forward line, if you like. Ethan Clark needs to work his way into the game for the Swans, although it hasn't really been down the forward line for him too much to choose from. House, if he'll tap in. Tully just got met by 2 Saints. Running and dashing again, they're getting it on their terms. Here is Johns. Going for goal number 5, a handful. Currently 64 points the lead. This will get it out to 70. Oh, sorry, that's definitely not true. Should say 54 points lead to get it out to 60. I'll have another crack at that in a minute. That's definitely not right either. Johns, you can see how good my maths is, but I know he's got a handful. That's how good he's going today. Cameron Johns, he's got 5. A fifer. And Michelle for him today. 50 points the margin. I should have said 44 it was, going to 50. We've had 3 cracks of that. You can tell that I failed maths in Year 12 last year. Might need to get a permanent calculator to sit next to me while I do these games. Changing it up in the ruck. Ackley will take on Charles, who's dominated today. Down the tap goes by Ackley. Davies off half back, looking really good. It's a nicely way to kick over the top. Sheehan, shrug the tackle, wheeled and go, right to the top of the square, might go all the way, or Beer's going to fly. And it'll be called back. So they're going to waltz their way out of fullback here. The Swans, high flyers, will then they'll rev the pack. Inside kick from Hayes. Hospital kick. It was terribly weighted to more. Need to be more of a bullet pass. Umpire called play on. They're going inside forward 50, only as far as Boom Kong. How good has he been down in defence for them? And now the big man, Yanjok, or Jock Neop rather, has been taking in the tackle. Kick wasn't too good. Jamar Jackson running out of tarmac. Stabbing kick forward to Moore. Runners were there to go to, but he intended on kicking it to Jackson Jones, and that's exactly where he goes. A high spiralling kick inside forward 50. Out the back, it just evades Goss. Been that sort of day for the East Devonport Swans. Nothing's really been working for them. Not a great setup this ground to be kicking at. All the cars parked are very, very brave. You can see that Mazda right across the left of screen has been hammered into a couple of times by a couple of Cameron Johns goals. Nice little shake and bake there from Neop, intended for Beer. Didn't quite get to him. He's a multiple goal scorer for them this afternoon. He's still in there, making his way in the contest. Beer tapping out in front of him. So athletic. Gets down to the crumb of the ball so beautifully. Flick the hand pass back. In support there is Jackson Goss. Beer. Couple of efforts. How good's he been today? Here is O'Neill going forward, but kicks cut off. Into the middle of the Circular Head Recreation Ground. Ball just sits for Mason Brown. Tall runner. Provided there by Jamar Jackson. Got slung in the tackle. Ended up getting rid of it. Brown's going to pick up his own work. He does that nicely. Inside forward 50. Leading out. Guess who it is? You don't need any more time to guess because he's touched it about 60 times today. Cameron Johns does the team thing. Centering ball off to Lardner. But he didn't come around the mark. So this makes it a little bit more difficult for him. He doesn't look comfortable with the distance. Eyes bobbling around. Here is Cameron Johns. If he goes this, it's going to be a handful, and it's going to be one extra than that. Nyanjok! Big bustling number 27. Already got one today. Let out from the front. He's been the leader down in that forward line. So Nyanjok now to make it a dozen goals in the game for them. Will lethargically get it in, and it's as simple as that at the moment for Circular Heads. Nice kick for goal by Neanjok. That's his second and his 30th of the career. A couple of sellies from him as well. I'm absolutely loving the celebrations. Not sure if we can have a look back on the replay about that celebration, but it was interesting to say the least. Tap down was won by Ackley. Another kick inside forward 50. The high. Gee, he's been marking him nearly all day in the op. Hand pass was flicked out there from Braid Gardner. Out in front of Kalen Oates. Tried to hinder with a kick Lardner, but standing tall there was Richardson, who can drive them forward. He's kicked 1 goal today. It's a really low bullet pass, and dropping back in the hole there is the standing coach. Playing coach rather, in Liam Davies. Hands it off, running into a little bit of trouble. Is that man Boom Kong? He does get a little bit of support by Davies. He looks like he'll be playing NTFA. Is that good? Kick wasn't good though. Beer, shrugging the tackle so nicely. Dances around 1, dances around 2. He nearly ran too far. He didn't bounce it. You got to remember to bounce it. Rookie sort of mistake that, and he's laughing about it as well. I'm not sure how he would go bouncing the footy. He forgot to bounce it. Here is the big umpire. Have a look at the size of the calves on him. Just enforcing the rules. The enforcer, I reckon they call him around the parts of Circular Head. Looks like he knows exactly what he's doing this afternoon. Numbers just favouring the Saints at the moment. Ball up. Still a little bit of feeling in this one. Going at it was McPherson, and a couple of teammates backing him up. Nice step down there by Charles. Again, Beer's lurking around, but Muhammad looks better. In there's Neanjok. Hopefully he can get his hand on the football. Diving on it like a swan there was O'Neill. He's been looking lively all afternoon. Probably the best for the Swans. Yeah, he looks about 5 foot, maybe 10 or 11. Not too big. The vice skipper dancing out of trouble there was Downward. Coming up to pressure the footy though. A couple of Saints. Out wide, out in front of Richardson. Going to the outer wing. Left foot stabbing kick. Puts it out in front of that man Barry. Shrugs one tackle. Sizes up the goals. He might go himself. It'll not result in anything. A free kick going the way of Barry. To go for his first goal of the afternoon. He'll stab at it and it'll get there. So finally getting a goal. Circular Heads have held them off quite well, but finally a goal to East Devonport. And looking good all afternoon. When it comes to the contest though, it just sort of started to let them down, and it's the first goal for a while since the start point of that second quarter really. East Devonport having Latrobe next week. That'll be a task in itself. Charles wins the tap down. Tully O'Neill's moved into the midfield. Again, just winning it at the coldface. The Saints putting that pressure on there is Mason Brown. Tracking down Goss. Holding the football, the umpire says advantage. Kick inside forward 50. Was intended for Johns. Shrugged one tackle. Hand passed it over the top. Neanjok back to Johns. Sizes up the goals. The unselfish thing to Lardner. And they're just looking a class above at the moment. Circular head. 12-8 to 4-5. They haven't missed a beat. It was an even first quarter to start with, only 6 points in it, but Lardner's extended the lead out, only by 1. Behind to him, he's got 2 today. A couple of multiple goal kickers in the tumbling, spiralling mongrel punt of the kicks burst through the hands of the coach. And Liam Davies, very solid player at Longford and North Launceston. He knows his way around local footy, that's for sure. Jones sends them inside forward 50. Get the hand pass off there nicely was Boom Kong, but he's tracked down. Jock Niopa's been tracked down. Couple of boos. Getting dark here at circular head. The ball has been shanked. I don't reckon he's a crowd favourite, number 18 McPherson. If you couldn't tell. One kick out of defence. Only as far as downward. Very long run up. So this to stop the dry spell of goals. It's a long raking kick to the top of the square. There is Brown. He got his hand pass away in the nick of time. Socketed off the ground. Jones is hunting this one. Picking it up nicely was Jaden Kroll. There he goes to Davies. Kick into the middle of the ground. Trying to run onto it. It was Elliott. Who wants to be a millionaire in the back of the club rooms there? I'm not sure why I'd be wanting to watch that. This is an enthralling contest. A couple of patrons behind the glass. Here is the big bustling Bulldog who has done well today. Putting it out in front of Moore. Flicked the hand pass back, but no teammate was really there. House. Jackson. Nice build up and go. Ran into a little bit of trouble. The tackle just came undone from Richardson. Kicked it out in the path of a teammate in Jasper Perry. Keeping it in. Stabbing kick forward. It was a really scrubby sort of setup. Not much happening at the moment. But Jackson will get this one. Snapping kick on goal. Across the face and missed everything. Oh, terrible kick. Sheehan just read that one like a book. Doesn't look comfortable, but he stabs the kick forward, and Jesse Muhammad, or Joshua Muhammad rather, will go for goal here. Going for his first of the day. Muhammad, simple kick. Doesn't make any mistakes of it. It's becoming a little bit ugly here at Circular Heads. His first of the day. Their 13th of the day. So another free kick. Charles was in there. Licking it off. It was downward, but only as far as another Saints player. Running onto this one is Goss. Ran the other way and just had to bump along one high. Muhammad's lurking around on this one. A little bit of razzle-dazzle from the little man. Nifty little tap on there by Niop. Looked lively. In fact, it was Nanjok. High kick to the outer wing. Right in front of the patrons of the Circular Head Footy Club. Kick was good. Jackson Jones on the lead. Lights are on here at Circular Head. Spinning kick inside forward 50. Who's he got? A couple of leaders lead out. Clark's at the back. Finds himself in an awkward position. Soccers it through. And it's a goal. Nicely done by Ethan Clark. Not that it really matters. 42 points the margin. 5-5 to 13-9, 87. Big Super Saturday headed for next week. Easter, I think there's a Friday night SFL game. Make sure that you support the local footy again. It's definitely well and truly back. A large crowd at KJ5 today. A nice crowd out at Dial Park, and this is probably the best crowd of the day here at Circular Head. Off to Charles, running through was Davies, unleashes to the teeth of goal, leading out, guess who it is? Cameron Johns. Going for goal number 6. And to extend it to 48 points. So Johns. High kick. Loved it off the boot every single time he's kicked it. 6 for Cameron Johns. It's a bag and a half. He's been the lively target up forward. Great display of small forwardry. Davies has been immense, the captain coach for Circular Head. Into red time now. It's been a really long quarter. Almost 20 minutes plus add-ons. Tapped down by Charles. Tried to break through the tackle there. Wasn't breaking through the strength of Moore. Charles, he's battled nicely today. A stabbing little kick. He's even got a part of the play. Muhammad twists and turns. House runs to 50. Leading out. Who's leading? Oh, wow. It's Sheehan this time who wants to have a lick of the ice cream. Malachi Sheehan. Nearly everyone's had a lick today. It's going to be a history-breaking night here in front of the home faithful. One more quarter to go. But for now, Malachi Sheehan looks to get a part of the action here. It's Smithton. Solid kick for goal, right over the top of the goal umpire's hat. The kids, it's gone in the crowd. There's a specky in the crowd. And Malachi Sheen with his first of the day. 44 career goals for him now. Does well. So has all this team, really. It's been a fiery exchange, but you can be fire and not live up to it like East Devonport have. And fight as much as you want, but doesn't matter if you're not getting it on the scoreboard. Like we heard, red time it is. Muhammad was in there, bumped off the football was Moore, flicking the hand pass up was Goss, sending them inside forward 50, but meeting it out there as he's just tripped over. It's dangerous. So it's a one-hander pick-up, if you don't mind, from the big man out of centre half back. They've been a revelation. Big three. Lardner can run and dash. Inside forward 50, as easy as you like. Sheehan's going to get 2 licks of the ice cream now. Running around, flicks the hand pass off. Oh, they fumbled it in the goal square, but it's off the ground. Beer. We'll get it eventually in the end. He didn't want to be selfish. Brilliant stuff there by Sheehan. That should be his goal. And Beer's got 3. Some afternoon for him. 70 points the margin. Used to be the team getting thumped. Now they're the team thumping the opposition. Bittersweet, because I definitely know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a couple of thumpings. In their time, Beer nearly made a meal of it in the goal square. Did well to revive it. Tapped down by Purser, who hasn't played a whole lot of ruck this quarter. Muhammad. Inside out kick. It's a beautiful kick in front of Sheen, who's had 3 touches in a minute. Sheen again just hunting it. Wants it more than his opponent. Can run in. Flick the hand pass off. Was intended for House. The kick just ended up spiralling into the middle of the ground. Now the big man in Charles will go for it. And the Asics as well with genuine ruckman. Charles. Baker. Dinky little kick forward. Malachi Sheen was waiting out of the back. Both the pinballs drop and he's missed it. That might be one of the worst misses you'll ever see running into an open goal. Chip kick out of defence. Dylan Moore. Just run down by Beer. He got a hand pass away in the nick of time, but there is the siren. Three-quarter time here at Circular Heads, 16-10. Plays 5-5-35. Goal kickers, Cameron Johns with a bag full of 6. Multiples to Beer with 3. Your Nyanjok, more affectionately known as Nanny, with 2. Joshua Muhammad and Liam Davies, as well as Malachi Sheen, who should have 2, have all got singles. And singles going to Jesse Richardson, Flynn Harris, Ethan Clark, Samuel Barry and Caleb McPherson. It's currently a 76-point lead. Go down and with you on the coverage. We've got a quarter of football left. Let's see how big they can make this lead. We'll be back in about 5 minutes' time. It's a compelling story, the two team huddles. One team raring to go, the other just holding off for that time being. It's a 71-point ascendancy to the Saints. We've got one more quarter to go until the drought is broken. My name's Bo Downham. It's been a pleasure to have your company with us on the AFL Tas live stream. Appreciate all the comments that we've been getting in. Always good to have some people commenting in. Great to be bringing the NWFL to you. Of course, we didn't really bring it to you last year. The TSL was the main focal point of Tasmanian football, and I must admit it's been good to do some local suburban football. Being based in Hobart, it's nice to travel up a few times a year and do a few games, so great to be at Circular Heads and in the NWFL territory. .71 leaders. A quarter to go until the drought is broken. 243 days, or 2,433 days rather. Round 16, 2018. It was a day to remember. They're going to be dancing well into the night. Out here, that's the Circular Heads Recreation Ground. You can see the wonderful club rooms out the back. One more quarter of football to go. Let's get it on. Get the umpire to throw the ball so they can start dancing. It's Smithton. One more quarter of football to go. The opening round of the NWFL JMC competition. Let's see who can get the early first blood. Charles winning the tap down, running onto it again. Charles has roved his own football a number of times today. It'll be a ball up though in the middle. Taking tackle was Simon Ackley. Tap down again by Charles. Headed out in front of Jackson Goss, sending them inside forward 50 for the first entry of the quarter. Baldock, the big man, just overrunning it in the end, wearing the two singlets out there. Jones just picked his pocket. Ball just rolling it out the front. Speed and pace, though, by the Saints gets him out of the forward 50 in the nick of time. Nyonjak just tapping it to himself, twisting and turning out of trouble. Had to go back to go forward. It was nice because he had a teammate in support of Charles. Out kick finds Jamar Jackson, who might have been taken high. James House was looking for a handball receive. He got it in the end. Kick inside forward 50 is a scrubby one. Jesse Richardson will get the football and repel off half back. Finds Barry. Inside forward 50 kick. Baldock the target. The big, bald, bustling Baldock. Might be a little bit rude, but he's been a little bit more quieter today, the skipper. We know how much of a presence he can be down in that forward line. 94 goals of his career, 155 games. He'll be the man to steer this East Devonport side out of the trenches. With the socks up high, the Asics boots on, the number 34 etched on his back. Kick is on way. It's one of the better drop punch you'll see. He does well, and they draw first blood of the last quarter. Daniel Baldock does nicely. It's probably not enough for them to come back, but it is a start. 65 points the margin here at Smithton. Did well just to shove Jock off the ball there, didn't he? Liam Davies, the coach, 218 matches of experience. He's led this side beautifully today. They've come in with a clear game plan and executed it well. Their backmen have been beautiful. Their forwards have been beautiful. Their midfield, astronomical. It's been ridiculous, to say the least, how good they've been today after a long stint winless. They wouldn't really know what winning feels like, and this last quarter is going to be one of the better ones of the year, you would have thought. It might only be the one game win, but still, the Monkeys off the back for the Saints. Roving this one was Dylan Moore. No, not the Hawthorn player, Dylan Moore, but he's been good today. He's Devonport Dylan Moore. He's showed some good signs in the midfield. Baldock ripped it out of the ruck. His kick just got smothered. Tapping it forward there was Jackson Jones. Was a little bit premature to the football and just overran it. Hat kick out there by Perry into the middle of the ground. Fist came from behind from Ackley. Muhammad lurking around. Hand pass from Elliott. He goes out in front of House. He picks it up and just got his pockets picked. It was Jackson Goss in the end who got a very wayward kick. The umpires just slipped over. Watch out, he's nearly done an ACL. Now when they get the replacement umpire in, he nearly done it. Tap down. Davies will go on the opposite boot and it'll work out for him. Tapping it on was Kroll. Made his opponent not take the mark. He got a fingertip involved, and Lada will be tackled on the arc of 50. Tap down by Charles. And there was Downward, who has been tackled and taken in for a ball up. Tap down from Ackley. Going to the forward line now. Is where they'll be trying to go. There was Hamill, flicked the hand pass. Muhammad had a kick out there from Baker. He spins and goes into the middle. Not much to go to. The two-prong forward line has just moved back a touch, and it was probably a kick and a half away from the goals. out in front of O'Neill. We go out to a teammate who has a little bit of run and support, but just left the ball behind. It's been the story of the day. Caleb McPherson, who has got a goal, just left it behind. The umpire calls for a throw in. Takes the team to get the stream up and running. Big shout out to Ash Wilkes, Leonard, Subash in the studio doing a great job. Adam Webster joined us in commentary today for the NTFA. It's been a good team effort all round getting the production up and running. It's been a pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching from. Richardson, kick down the line, will be cut off by Hamill. Kicking board to Elliott. Goes out in front of Nyanjok. So York can send them forward. Bear nearly getting another mark. He's been an aerial presence down forward. Out of the line kick from Harris. His hand pass just missed the teammate. Running onto it was Goss. Bursting through his speed was Jesse Richardson. Took a bounce. Unlike Beer before, if you can remember that passage of play. Didn't go to it. O'Neill trying to get the boundary. Here we go. Right in front of us in the commentary position. Running out of tarmac. Nearly was Richardson. Look away. Hand pass into the middle of the ground. Moore goes to the corridor side of the ground. Hand pass over the top now. Storen. It's a nice build up. He just got clobbered though. Umpire calls for a ball up. It's tough going out there at the moment. Chris Devonport, hack kick out from Charles. Nice mark taken there from Jaden Kroll. Hand pass it off. Long kick in forward from Brown to Beer. 2 bites of the cherry. He might have 4 licks of the ice cream though. It really is like a Mario Chol type of presence, how lethargic he moves, but how he can clunk the big marks, and he's done well this afternoon. Kick on goal will bend all the way back, and the umpire will simply oblige and say it's a behind. Been a good day of football all around the state. Tully O'Neill plays this one out of defence. Goss. Might have been Taylor actually. Through the hands of Jones. Over the top hand pass will find a teammate. Kick it in the middle of the ground. Finds Hayes. Good build up here from East Devonport. Will send them forward. Genuine one-on-one between a couple of big men. Hand passing flicked off by Barry. He's got a goal today. Charles out wider. Baker. Long kick down the line. O'Neill should have took the mark. Davies and O'Neill, the coach and vice captain, go head to head. The two Bulls. Nice mark. Standing underneath it was Jacob Hamill. Stabbing kick forward. He finds Kroll. Beautiful lead by Beer. They've got the patrons right behind him. This for 4 licks of the ice cream. He's been a star up in the forward line for them today. A scary proposition, this Circular Heads team. And it only gets a little bit more uglier for East Devonport. Only by way of a behind. It's been frenetic viewing and enthralling. You can't take your eyes off them. From being belted to the belters will be the storyline out of this game for Circular Heads, and East Devonport. The reinstation into the NWFL hasn't quite gone to plan. Puts it down in front of Mason Brown and says, do your best work, son. The kick is a high, scrubby kick. Johns was lurking for number 7, but he hasn't quite been as dangerous these past quarter and a half. O'Neill. Terrible kick forward. Just puts his teammate in a big amount of pressure. They end up getting it away okay. The runners in Moore and O'Neill will provide. In fact, it's Goss who wanted it to receive. Dropping at the last minute was Reece Laycock. A ball will spiral to the arc of 50. Purser will come out to meet it. Again, in there is Goss. Spinning out of trouble once, not twice, was Reece Laycock. And again, it's just the fumbly stuff, and Circular Heads have the numbers. House, who's been instrumental in this victory. Scoop the hand pass up by way of Downwood, and that was a big collision. Jamar Jackson will play on, streaming through the middle of Circular Heads. Davey sends him forward. Cooper, or Cameron Johns rather, will go for goal. For goal number 7. A big score, 16-12. They probably could have had 19 or 20 goals today. They missed some pretty easy set shots. Thinking about Malachi Sheen in the pocket, who tried to snap it and just drifted across the face. But this for 7 goals, a bag of 7, and his reinstation. The drought will be broken. But not just yet. They'll still be dancing long into the night. Cameron Johns with his 7th. Circular Heads with 17. 11 minutes and a half gone into this final term. Back into the middle now. Charles did well. Oh, beautiful hand pass by the way. Muhammad streaming forward. The target was Cameron Johns. If you don't laugh, you cry. If you're East Devonport. He's only touched it about 30 times. That's not adding in the behinds. He's kicked 7 goals. And it would have been about 7 goals, 6 or 4 to 6 in between that range. Cameron Johns to line up for goal number 8. And it's as easy as you like. Getting around him. The crowd's going nuts here in Circular Heads. Take it in. Oh, we're loving this down there at Smithton. It's been a near perfect game. 79 points the margin. Charles winning the tap down. Purser will try rove his own football. Slapping it forward was Ackley to Downward. In there was Laycock, who hasn't necessarily been their worst today. Purser, a kick to the half forward flank, and Berry will take it on his chest and wheel and go to the outer wing. To Jock Nyop. Oh, he stuck the ball out and he's giving him a little bit of a serve while he's run forward. Yep, you love to see that. The cockiness has been a very nice piece of display here from Circular Heads. They just don't care about what people think of him. It's been ridiculous. It's been good to see. More importantly, after 7 years of hard work, they will finally be able to sing the club song tonight. Most of these boys would not know the club song. And the smiles on their face is, even if they weren't winning, is always a good thing to see. Big collision down behind the plate. So it'll end up in the hands of Travis Butler, who hasn't necessarily had a whole lot of it today. Long driving kick inside forward 50. Intended target was Laycock. Kicks it out in front of Kong and says, do your best work. He does that. Flicks the hand pass off in the nick of time. Jamar Jackson with a nifty little hand pass, or maybe it might have been a punch.
Keep going, keep going.
Couldn't quite bring it in. Even though his arms are wider than the length of the field. Dying stages of this game. 15 minutes and a half gone. Tapped down by Charles. He's kept going all day for the Sainers. Stabbing kick forward. Richardson finds a teammate on the lead. If you don't mind, it'll be a nice kick forward. Samuel Barry, who's already kicked one today. Butler calling for it in the pocket. Didn't elect to go there. So Barry opens up the arc. It's a pretty damn good looking kick. It'll make the distance, but it will be a behind. 78 points the margin. Kick, that was too easy coming out of defence there. They got to finish out games a little bit stronger. Devonport, Kroll, just tunnelling him. There's O'Neill playing on though, running to the arc of 50. Kalen Oates can open up the square. Oh, it's Johns, I think it is. Cameron Johns sells a candy, dancing in the phone box. That would have been one heck of a goal if he got that. Getting the Coopers and Camerons switched around. Should be getting it by... Oh, he's had too much of the ball for me to get it wrong. A little 10 will throw this one in. How good, earning a little bit of pocket money. Here is Johns again. 9 goals. It's a 9-goal haul for Cameron Johns. I can't believe what I'm seeing here at Circular Head. 9 goals to him. 9 out of 19. Not a bad strike rate. Ridiculous stuff by Johns. From the football, that's what he's been doing all day. It was superb. Looks like they've not given up. It's too tough a word, but it looks like they've definitely run out of gas here, East Devonport, which you'd expect at a different level. The crowd have been building all day. Look at that behind them. This will be one of the biggest droughts in Tasmanian football history broken here this evening. It's a pleasure to bring it to you. Remarkable to think that a team can go 2,000 days without winning, but it's an all too common occurrence now in AFL. But this one will definitely be broken here this afternoon, drifting into this evening. I think we've done it justice here on the AFL Taz YouTube channel. Jacob Hayes taken in the tackle. Nearly dinner time here. Not much longer to go. You'd think they'd be raring to sing that song and get a bit of tucker into them. They've worked for it. Purse up. Shoveling it forward was Storen. Nicely done. He's run into a little bit of trouble. Gets the kick away in time though. Reece Laycock tripling out the back. It's a high up and under kick by Caleb McPherson, who's got one of the 6 goals today. Tapping it forward was Butler. Jackson Jones will try get this one. Out meeting it was Boom Kwong. Or Keong. Or Kong, I should say. We'll have 3 bites of the cherry, much like these players. It was a dangerous kick forward. That's a very stiff call. 50. Jackson Goss will be waltzed into the goal face. And not that it makes much difference, but That'll be a goal to him. His 23rd of his career, and a little bit of a consolation prize for the hard work that they've been giving in this second half. It was not a great kick there. So 7-6, 42. Should be to 19-12, 126. Back into the middle now. And going nicely, both of these teams. Again going forward. House might want to get in on the axe. Be another ball up. Dying stages, only 20 minutes into the quarter, so only just ticking into red time. We've had a couple of goals. Cameron Johns was lurking, wanting to get in on the action though. Jamar Jackson! He's got his first, and everyone's having a look at the ice cream. 8 goal kickers today for the Circular Head Saints. It's been, it'll leave a sour taste in the mouth of East Devonport fans. Ended the note last year on a sour note. Did Circular Heads. They didn't score over 100 points last year once. And they've just done it in round one. That'll give them enormous confidence heading into the year ahead. 132 plays 48 here. 84-point lead. It might get ugly if they can get the 100 mark. It'll be something special and really top the cake off. Cameron Johns was lurking. He wants to get 10, I would have thought. He could have had 10 if the goal kicking was a little bit more straight up to start the game off, but I'm sure a bag of 9 is not something you're going to pass up on. Tap down, silver service. The coach wants to get in on the act. House, juggling mark. It wasn't good. Richardson was put under real pressure. Taking him in. Take him on, though. Richardson. Hands into the lap of a teammate. Sends it out in front of another one. And I'll dance around the pitch. Barry. Oh, he tried to fly there. Beer was a bit adventurous, to say the least. He was never going to get there. He didn't even put his arms up in the end. So Jackson Jones to send them forward again. Hits up a teammate in Goss. Stabbing little kick forward, out in a little bit of time and space. There is Jacob Hayes, who has done well today. 23 minutes into the term, not long left at all. This to cut the margin down to 78, so not that it makes much distance. So Hayes from a little bit inside 50. Stuttering approach will go for goal, and it'll actually miss the lot, won't even make the distance, and the young man will say it's hit the post, so out on the full. In fact, it might just be a throw-in. Baldock and Neop will do the ruck battle. Tapped down by Neop. Sockers it off the turf and tries to tap it in. 3 bites of it, he goes for it. Setting on goal. Butler was the man intended for it and streaks outside of the boundary line for a throw-in. 84 points the margin. 16 to break the century. I don't know we'll have enough time for that. Baldock wanted to go to O'Neill. Got the hand, or the kick away actually in the nick of time. Hayes Free kick going the way of East Devonport. Been a long quarter, long game. Started at 4:15. 2.25 hours. It's been 2 hours of pure circular heads football. Jacob Hayes wants to get a consolation prize. He hasn't got one today, so we'll be looking for one, that's for sure. Makes the distance, but goes across the goal face. It'll be a minus score, 83 the points, the margin. A barrel into the middle of the ground. They're looking to go for the 100. It just skittles all of them. Chapping it onto himself was Nyang Jockey. Couldn't quite get to it. House linking up now. Here is Jamar Jackson. He might go himself from outside 50. Jamar Jackson! Shut the lights out, and a 2,433-day drought has been broken. Dramatic scenes here. He was led by Cameron Johns. A goal on the siren. A massive goal it was. How good is that? 2,433 days later, they finally taste victory again. 21-12-138. Played 7-7-49. 89 points the margin, but more importantly, the drought has been broken. Ridiculous day of football here in the Northwest. A couple of victors will go home very, very happy. I don't reckon a lot of these boys would even know the team song. It's been a pleasure to have your company. We'll run through your goal kickers and we'll let you go have a little bit of dinner. It was Cameron Johns, the display of a masterclass with 9 goals. 2 goals to Lardner, 3 goals to Beer, 2 to Jamar Jackson on the siren, 2 to Yor Nyanjok, 1 to Muhammad, 1 to Davies, 1 to Malachi Sheen, and single goal kickers going to Baldock, McPherson, Barry, Goss, Clark, Harris, and Richardson. That's all she wrote here from Circular Heads. The dam wall is busted. A 2,433-day drought is broken. Big thanks to Subash, Ash Wilkes in the studio, Leonard in the studio to put this together. Jai Johnson on the camera, a shaky start, but he got there in the end. My name's Bo Downham. It's been a pleasure to bring some NWFL action to you this afternoon. We'll be back next week on Saturday afternoon, but it's bye for now.